Well, good morning, everybody. It is
April Fool's
Wednesday.
Day.
It's April Fool's. It's April Fool's.
You fools me with your phone.
Okay. Look, I never get a break around here. Hey, it's not only is it April 1st, April Fool's Day, but what else is it today?
It's BB's birthday.
Happy birthday, BB.
We love you, BB.
You're shaking the camera. Stop shaking the camera. Say happy birthday.
BB.
There you go. There's our birthday shout out. Hey, listen, I just was reading today and reading a very familiar passage, and I thought I would just share it with you and offer some thoughts, some particular thoughts. So it says in Matthew in the Sermon on the Mount, you are the salt of the earth, but if salt loses its saltiness, how can it be made salty again? It's no longer good for anything except to be thrown out and trampled underfoot. You are the light of the world. A town on a hill cannot be hidden, neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on a stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before men that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. You know, I think that the best among us took this to heart and tried to let their light shine in everyday life, in the grocery store, in the small everyday spaces of our lives. But now we're not doing that kind of stuff anymore. Now we're quarantined and we're here, and a lot of us, this is kind of an extroverted verse, because those of us that are extroverted and appreciate the presence of other people could just go to work and just go to town on being kind of sunshine to everybody. But now we don't have that, and I've talked to a bunch of my extroverted friends struggling with this because they don't have that energy that they need, and they don't have the energy that they need in terms of a purpose and just work to do. They don't have it in terms of people to be around and to collaborate with, and it's just eating them up. And I was talking to my friend the other day, and we both, it made sense to us that we can still be salt and light, and here's how. Well, what we're doing right now is one example. One of the reasons I did this video early in the morning, the way I'm doing it, is to give everybody permission that you can't do it any worse than Bo already does it. And your hair can't look any worse, and your eyes can't be any more still sleepy. And so, you get the ugliest videos on the internet already out there, so they can't be yours. And so you, I know. That's why I put Lily in them to make them look better. But, I don't like putting myself on the internet, and it's very vulnerable. But, people are going to do what they're going to do, and they're going to say what they're going to say. But, I can't worry about that. I got to let my light shine. And I'm hoping that people will see and be encouraged, and that it'll draw them closer to God and give them hope to press on. And, I'm not the only person with that. That's not a superpower. That's a basic power. And, you might not be a pastor of a church. You might not be the leader of a company, but people follow you, and people take your cues for their lives. Your kids do, your spouse does, your neighbors do. And I was talking to my friend the other day who was just upset he didn't know what to do. And I said, man, look, you can do this. Once a day, you can call somebody. Call somebody that you haven't talked to in a long time, somebody you hadn't thought of, somebody that needs it. And you can reach out to them and just call them. I think FaceTime is the new normal. Like, FaceTime them, because we need to see each other, and we need to be able to smile. And, FaceTime's a little more intimate than a phone call. What's wrong with doing that? What's wrong with that? You can call somebody up. You can reach out to somebody. And this verse is great too, because, a match will shine so bright in a dark room, but a spotlight outside at noonday won't do much anything. And so, we're all calling our best buddies. We're all calling our loved ones, but think outside the box a little bit and think about the ways that you could use your social influence. You could use your phone maybe just reaching out. You know, I have this old preacher friend, and some of y'all probably know him, but every once in a while, and these meant so much to me, every once in a while he'd call me. And he'd leave me a message. And he'd say, Brother Bo, I don't need anything. I just want you to know that somebody out here in the real world loves you. And it would encourage me and just put gas in my tank all day long. Just that I was thought of, just that I mattered a little bit. This is something that we can do. This is just one way that we can let our light shine. And I'll bet you, if you got motivated, you could think of hundreds of other ways that you could let your light shine, that you could not lose your saltiness and your passion during this time, but you could even do things that perpetuated that passion, that created more of it, and that God would just use you, just like He always has been able to use any of us that show up. So show up today, friends. Happy Wednesday. It's a pretty day outside. What are we gonna do, Lily? We're gonna do some school. What are we gonna do? What we all
We're
got?
going to school, read a book, and I can probably go outside and ride my bike.
And ride your bike. I'm gonna have to get you another bike. You're getting too big for that bike.
I know.
Yeah.
I only have $42.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. All right, we gotta go. You need to start a GoFundMe. You want to start a GoFundMe? You know, push the red button. Shall we say a prayer?
I think we're
Okay, we're done. Peace, friends.